He's the one that's guided the team to this amazing day. He's done a wonderful job. He's charismatic, he's warm, he's articulate. I remember the game after Man United, the way he spoke about the tactics, the game plan. So much to admire about him. He hasn't tweaked too much, but there's been subtle differences, which we'll talk about. The players have taken to him, the fans have taken to him. I mean, he's surpassed all expectation from even the most ardent Liverpool fans and pundits. Mm-hmm. I never thought they're going to win this title this season. He's been absolutely terrific and deserves a lot of credit. And as I said, the balance between small tweaks and leaving the good things in place has been brilliant.
But at the start of the season, people were saying, we'll see how he does, because this is a very good squad. Jurgen Klopp's left him with a fantastic squad, and how is he going to get them to play? Was he going to try and change the way they play? So from a Jurgen Klopp rock and roll style with all the pressing and everything, was he going to change? And yeah, he did. Change it a bit. They played a little bit more football, and you got Gravenberch coming in, and he was magnificent. And for him to take that team without changing anyone, without bringing anyone apart from Chiesa in, and just let them, he let them go. It's like an experienced manager saying, well, it's not broken here. Don't need to do anything, just maybe move some things about a bit. You know, obviously, like I mentioned, Gravenberch coming in and Curtis Jones playing his part. People playing their part, you know, Mo Salah in the season of his life. You know, he didn't do anything but gave them the belief that how good they were. And then they had a great start to the season. Everyone was talking about, oh, Liverpool, oh, it's an easy start. Let's see what they do with this game. Let's see what they do with that game. And they kept winning them. And so you thought to yourself, they've got so much experience in there, especially down the spine. They could do it if Liverpool can keep going, and they did. And for me, they were the best team in the end.
He's come into the football club. He's added something where he's made this team slightly more adaptable, and they can look at the opposition and look to nullify your strengths. And they don't feel they're that big that they don't have to do that. They're prepared to do that on days like today. They dominated the game without having the ball, which is one of the most difficult things for a football club to do. So huge credit to Arne Slot. I don't think it's as easy as just saying, oh, well, I went into Klopp's dressing room and made a few people happy. Tactically, he's got things right, and he's got a team now who can win in many different ways. It's not heavy metal football, but he's still as impressive.
What Slot has done, it's just been exceptional. Up there with some of the legendary managers like Conte, like Mourinho, like Ancelotti. Absolutely outstanding.
I love Slot as a manager. I think he's gone into Liverpool, and already I think he's made Liverpool a better side than what Klopp had. Yeah. He's made them difficult to beat. Yeah. They're not nowhere near as open. They don't concede nowhere near as many goals, and they're scoring goals as well. He's given his players confidence. He's turned Gravenberch into one of the best midfielders in the world at the moment on this form. He's done fantastically well in his first season.
I just like the way he comes out. He's calm, because it's not easy. We've seen Sir Alex Ferguson when he left after winning everything. Jurgen Klopp left Liverpool as an absolute legend, winning everything. And so Arne Slot's come in, and it's always going to be hard to him. But he's just kept calm and gone about things in the right way, in my opinion. And he's got them playing. They're a force. They're a force, and that's why they're top of the league at this moment in time.
At the start of the season, no one said Liverpool to win the league. It was Arsenal, it was Manchester City. You know, Arne Slot's just come in and steadied the ship. He's made certain little tweaks to the way Jurgen Klopp played. He didn't just continue what Jurgen had built. He did things in his own manner, and he's gone on to have an amazing season.
When the new manager came in at the start of the season, I thought, yeah, you know what, Liverpool, as a fan, we'll take top four. I think that'd be a great start for him. You're following an icon in Jurgen Klopp. How difficult is that going to be? He's made it look seamless. He's made it look so easy. It's been effortless for him. He's a cool guy. He doesn't look like he's trying too hard. Talking a lot of sense to football fans. Doesn't insult their intelligence. He's done a phenomenal job. Yeah.
I think the team reflect the manager as well. There's only a calmness to their play, which is key, I think, in terms of we praise Klopp. Klopp's been amazing. Again, that kind of high energy football. But they have that, and they do it at the right times. And there's also a time where they're cool and calm and looking after the ball and getting their recovery. And
I think Arne Slot has rejuvenated the squad a little bit, because I think it's new messaging, it's a new approach from and I think the players have bought into it a lot. Obviously, the Dutch connection with Virgil as well would have transmitted that within the dressing room, made it very clear to the team how the manager would want them to go about their business. And I agree with Roy, the calmness of it. I think it's a completely flip side approach from how the managers are. I think Jurgen led with his heart, whereas Slot seems to almost more of a mental thing. But it's interesting, because you wouldn't have anticipated it would happen so fast, that they would compete the way they are. So it's really impressive.
Yeah, he's done an amazing job. Absolutely amazing what he's come in. He hasn't changed much. There wasn't much to change, if anything. And he's just sat in that dugout, got him a little bit calmer instead of, that real hectic football, which was great and entertaining for the neutral. But yeah, he's done nothing wrong. He's been outstanding so far.
Look, you've got to respect the team that have won the title and have been the best team this season. I think they deserve great congratulations. I think it's one of the great coaching performances that we've seen to come in from Jurgen Klopp, to not get the players that he wanted in the transfer window, to have that shadow of the three probably best players in their positions in Europe hanging over him all season. You've got to hand it to him. It's an absolutely brilliant achievement.
That he was a serious football coach, as you would expect, at the level he's at now. I think he's going to be different from Jurgen Klopp. I think we can see that from the first game, even the way he was at the end of the game. We'd normally expect those fist pumps to the away end at Portman Road. We didn't see that. And just, speaking to him, seeing him in the press conference, the thing that really stands out for me is, one, he's different, but the thing I really enjoy is he's not trying to be anything else. He's been authentic, he's being himself. He's not trying to play up to some role of, Jurgen Klopp was like this is how I have to be as the Liverpool manager. And I think that's gone down with the Liverpool supporters. It's not an act. He's being himself, as Jurgen Klopp was, and it's been a decent start so far.
If you ask me, what do I like about him the most? It's his demeanour, his confidence, his control. Doesn't look flustered with anything. There will be things that will go wrong in his tenure at Liverpool. But if he handles them all like he's handled everything so far, then Liverpool are in real safe hands. But right from the first minute, we were 10 yards away from him as he stood on the side of the pitch for the first game of the season away at Ipswich. And we looked at each other and said, yeah, he's just the signs, what he was saying, how he was acting when we spoke to him after. I just thought, yeah, this guy knows what he's doing.
But yeah, I think what a fantastic job Arne Slot's done coming into the side. You can say brilliant from Jurgen Klopp leaving the team in such a great position, but that transition through to him has been outstanding. Some of the stuff that he showed, whether that's tactically, whether it's the in-game changes, whether it's how he's dealt with certain situations, obviously the contract situation, I think he's been brilliant, and you can see that the players have a real respect for him, and the fact that he straight away got that bond with the fans, and I know that helps with winning. But yeah, a tremendous job. The way that Liverpool play different ways, they've still got that quick counter where they can go from back to front so quickly, but they can also play composed and through the thirds. You saw them in the game at the weekend where you've got the two centre-halves just pinging the ball out wide, and they were causing West Ham all sorts of problems. So they've got different ways to play. So it's such a tough team to play against. So yeah, I think Arne Slot's done a brilliant job.